So identifying the relevant jobs on job portals requires a great deal of time. And imagine if we have to do it every day because we know how tough the job market is these days. So today we are going to solve this real life problem by creating AI agent on Na10, which is a low code or no code workflow platform automation where you can just drag, drop and connect to APIs to build real systems real fast. So let's dive in. First of all, you have to go to this website na10.io and then register yourself. Once you register yourself, you will be able to see a window like this. Then you have to click on create workflow. And then you will be able to see this canvas. But before diving into it, I want to let you know that creating an agent on Na10 is as simple as writing the process in plain English on a Word document, which I have already done it over here. If you can do that, you can easily make your AI agent. So this is the entire process that we are going to convert into Na10. So the first step is deciding the schedule. Basically at what time you want to receive the email for these jobs on your inbox. Now the second step is where we are going to get all these jobs from a LinkedIn job feed. Because right now LinkedIn only provides alerts. We are going to create our own custom job feed. Number 3 is we will read those jobs from that particular feed. Number 4 is that we are going to run the LLM model on it to get the 5 most matching jobs with your resume. And number 5, we are finally going to send the email to your inbox. Now we have to do some preliminary job before starting this AI agent workflow. So let's go to the LinkedIn and you have to go to this URL linkedin.com job search. Once you come here, you can write the title that you are looking for. So let's say I want to look for AI engineering jobs. So I'll look for that. And then in the location, let's say I select entire United States. Date posted, I will select for all the jobs that have been posted in the past month. Experience level, let's say I select mid senior level. And then salary, I select $100,000 plus. So once you do that, one traditional option is you set the alert on and then you will get all the jobs in your email. The second option, which is much better, is creating the AI agent, because that AI agent will filter all the jobs and will send you only those top 5 jobs which are matching your resume. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this URL with all the filter criteria. And then we will go to rss.app, which is a free platform if you want to create your feeds. So first thing is you have to create your account on rss.app. And once you do that, just click on create RSS feed. And then just paste the URL that you have copied from LinkedIn with all the search criteria. And then just click on generate feed. Then you can save this feed. And then you will be able to see the feed. Just note that there might be different options, XML, JSON or CSV. You have to select the XML one and then just copy it. So now your LinkedIn job feed is ready, which is according to your filter criteria. Now let's go back to the Na10 canvas and then add the first step. Then you can select multiple options. You can kick off this AI agent on a chat message from WhatsApp or Telegram, on a webhook call or on a form submission. But what we are going to select is on a schedule, because I want to receive this email every day in the morning. So trigger interval will remain days between triggers will remain 1, trigger at hour because I want to see this email early in the morning, so 8 AM, and trigger at minute 0. Now just click on execute step, and if you are able to see something like this, it means you have successfully created this particular step. Now close this and then you will be able to see schedule trigger. Now we have to provide that job feed here. So click on plus and then click on data transformation and then click on edit fields. Why? Because we want to add that particular field over here. So let's click on it and then you will be able to see a window like this. Now you have to click on add field, click over here and then let's give it a name, job feed. It is going to be a string and then value would be this, the one that we have generated on rss.app. Now let's execute this step. Perfect. So you are able to see the job feed over here. Now let's close this. Now the next step is that we have to read this RSS feed. So again click on plus, search for RSS and then click on RSS read. Now you have to drag this job feed because that is what we are going to read from. And then let's just execute the step and we should be able to see some of the outputs. Perfect. So we are able to see 25 items with these fields creator, title, link, publication date, content, content snippet. Now if you see, we are only interested in this particular content snippet because it has all the details about the job. So we have to fetch this particular field for all the 25 items. So let's close this, and to do that we have to have an aggregator. So I'll click on this plus, go to data transformation again, and then this time select aggregate, and then you have to select the field which is content snippet. So I'll pull this field here, input field name, and then just execute this step. So here you will be able to see all the content snippet for all 25 jobs. So up to now we have completed this decide the schedule step. We have also completed get the LinkedIn job feed, and we have also completed read the jobs. So now we are on the fourth step, which is run the LLM model on it to get the 5 most matching jobs with your resume. So now we have to create the AI agent for that. So click on plus, click on AI, and then click on AI agent. As you know, when we work with these AI models, we have to provide it some prompt. Now we are going to provide the prompt to it. So I'll click on define below, and then I'll paste the prompt over here. And let me maximize it to show you what it is. Pick exactly the top 5 jobs from this. Now if you see, this is the JSON format, and this has all the content snippet of all 25 jobs here. So pick exactly the top 5 jobs from this that best match my resume. Now I have provided it some ranking criteria in this order, that skill match to must have requirements and all. And then I want these 4 things in the output: job summary, fitment score with my resume, whether it is a 60% match or 100% match, and if there are any gaps, and if there are, then how to close them, and a LinkedIn message to the recruiter or the job poster in maximum 60 words. And I have also provided my resume over here, that what is the summary, and then what are my core skills, what is my experience, and some projects, education and certification. Yeah, so I'll close this now. If you are not sure about this, what you can do, you can just drag it over here, and then you will be able to see the exactly same value, json.content snippet in curly braces. Now there is something also called system message. So I am also going to provide that, also called as system prompt. So this is my system prompt, that you are an expert technical recruiter plus hiring manager. Use the resume content only. Do not claim experience not present in the resume. Just keep the details about these 5 jobs only, nothing else. Now I'm going to execute this step. And as expected, it is giving me error that I have not added any chat model to it. So let me close this, and I need to add a chat model. So I'll click on the plus sign, and then you can see all the different models: Anthropic, Azure, OpenAI chat model, DeepSeek chat model, etc. So I'm going to use OpenAI chat model. So I'm going to click on it. You can use any model of your wish. I have already added my OpenAI account over here, but if you are doing it for the very first time, just click on create new credential, and then you can provide your API key over here. Now if you are not sure how to get the OpenAI API key, go to this particular website, platform.openai.com/chat, and remember, this is not chatgpt.com. And then you have to go to settings, go to billing. So the very first thing that we have to do is we have to load some money into it. And don't worry, for your requirement, it will hardly take few cents. So I've already got over $4 here. You can load the money by using your credit card, and then go to API keys. Now I have already created one key, but to create a new key, you have to click on this, create new secret key. You can give it any name. You can just select the default project and create secret key. You can just copy that and go to N8N window, and then just paste your API key here. So I have already done it, so I don't need to do it again. You can select any model of your wish, and then I'll close this. Now I'm going to open this node again, AI agent, and now I'm going to execute this step. Hopefully this should work this time. Okay, so looks like output is ready. You can click on output to look at the output. Now if you look at the output, it has a lot of /n and few other characters. It means it is kind of in markdown. So we have to convert this markdown into HTML so that we can send that HTML in the email. So let's close this, and then we have to add one more node over here. Click on plus, search for markdown, click on it. Now more we have to convert from markdown to HTML, so I will select this one, and then I have to provide the field. So this is the output field. You can leave it as data, and then let's execute the step. And you should be able to see a HTML version of that markdown. So this was the markdown version, and this is the HTML version. Now let's close this. So after this, we are done with this step number 4. Now we just have to do step number 5, which is sending the email. So let's go back to NA10 and then click on plus. I'm going to use my Gmail for that. So just search for Gmail and then out of all these, select send a message. Now once you do that, you will be able to see this particular window. So first of all, you have to add your Gmail account. Because I have already done it, I don't need to do it again. But if you are doing it for the first time, click on create new credential and then just sign in with your Gmail ID that you want to use and give the permission to send the email. I've already done it, so don't need to do it again. And now I can provide my email ID over here. Subject, I can mention top 5 AI engineering jobs of the day. And then in message, I can just drag data and then let's execute the step. If you see this output, it means the email has already been sent. So let's check our email ID now. Yeah. So I have received the email just now, 0 minutes ago, and you can see that there are 5 top AI jobs that match with my resume. So number 1 is founding AI ML engineer production in NYC. And it provides job summary as I had asked for it. Fitment score is 85%. It tells me what are the stronger matches and what are the weaker areas. It also talks about the gaps and then how can I close them. It also provides me with the LinkedIn message that I can drop to the job poster. And like that, it has provided me 5 jobs. Every morning at 8 AM, you will receive this kind of email. Now let us summarize how we have created this entire AI agent process. So the number 1 was where we decided the schedule, for which we created this node, schedule the trigger at 8 AM every day. Second step was get the LinkedIn job feed, for which we first created this URL where we applied all the filter conditions that we wanted. And then we copied this URL over here. And then we took it to rss.app where we created the feed from the URL. Then we went back to the NA10 where we added this node edit field and provided that particular URL. And then we came to the step number 3, which was reading the jobs, for which we used the node RSS read. And we also had to aggregate and then we had to read all the content snippets to get the details of the jobs. And then in step 4, we added the LLM model over here, which is through AI agent. We added the OpenAI API key and then we also had to convert that markdown into HTML. Now in the last step where we had to send the email, we added the Google account over here. So you see how easy it is to create AI agents to solve real life problem in NA10. If you got the value from this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.